I'm here at a neighbor's place, and you get in these guys' shops, and it's just like a museum. All the tools they collect and they keep around and stuff. But today, I got old buddy Richard Armstrong here with me, and the big thing we're going to try to do is talk about nails. And lots of these old buildings that we're looking at, you can date them just by what type of nails are used to put them together.
Well, this isn't really that old, is it?
This building? I want to talk about the nails, Richard.
Okay.
So let's look at some of these nails here.
Okay, well, some of them are what they call rosehead nails. Those are spikes.
Yeah.
And they had a certain size. They still do, but very seldom ever used. They were called penny nails. And I don't know exactly what the meaning of that is. I did know, but like my head gets so full of stuff I forget sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And these are cut nails. These would have been made a certain way, similar to what horseshoe nails are made today.
Yeah. So we got some laying together there, Richard. To just look at some of.
Yeah.
So basically, that was a sheet of. That was like a plate of steel.
That would have been a bar of steel that thick.
Yeah.
And
then they just had a kind of a knife like a guillotine that come down and split them nails up almost like shingles.
Yeah.
One wedge one way.
That's right.
Next one wedges the other way.
Yeah, and then they took the nails and they put them in a holder on maybe an anvil or something.
I got the hammer laying there right beside you.
And they took and they made the heads like that. It's called peening the heads.
Yeah.
Or upsetting the heads.
Yeah.
And the heads turned out to be like these, with a round part on the head.
Yeah.
Instead of the square top nails we have today.
Yeah.
So those are how you can date nails.
Yeah.
And you can date them.
Yeah.
You can get books on dating the nails.
Just by how they made them.
Yeah, and these are hinges.
Okay.
These would be on the like a cabinet or something like that.
Yeah.
One above the other.
Yeah.
And put in that far, and then nailed here
just
for
to stabilize it there.
For a stabilizer.
Yeah.
And then on the door itself would have been the I believe it's called the gudgeon. These are
just wrap around steel. Wrap around that, and the hinge go off. Just like my old Jeep out there. Same hinge.
Just like any hinge.
Yeah.
Got a pin and yeah. So anyway, that's what those were. This is some sort of a hook.
So these are made in a blacksmith shop, right,
Oh,
Richard?
yeah.
Like that's not.
It's not forged out.
Yeah.
Or not poured from metal or anything.
Yeah, they just took and heated up that metal and shaped that. So what were the nails called that they used before this, that they forged?
I don't know what they were called, like penny nails. They'd have like these might have been 10 penny nails. The actual penny.
So we just call them forged nails.
Yeah, well the term penny is even mentioned in John Winslow's letter to, I believe, Captain Murray at Fort Edward.
Yeah.
Ordering a bunch of nails and I think there were 10 penny nails that he wanted.
Yeah.
When he was bivouacked at Grand Pre during the expulsion. And anyway, I believe there were 10 penny nails that he wanted a lot of for construction of buildings and things like that.
Yeah.
So that's all recorded.
So just to date that, like, when they first started building buildings, basic wooden pins is how they'd start, right?
Wooden pins,
and then they forged the nails, built every single nail from scratch.
Yeah.
And then they ended up moving along to cutting these nails out of a piece of flat steel.
Yeah.
And then putting your rose heads on them.
Yeah. And these bigger nails were probably blacksmith made, forged on an anvil. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't believe they had a machine big enough to actually cut these nails, but like I could be wrong.
Yeah.
So,
well, we don't pretend to tell everybody that we know everything.
No, we don't.
And we learn every time we post something. We learn a little more about the history around here.
Yeah, and
That's what this is all about.
That's seems to be quite an old nail with the type of head that is on it.
Yeah.
A square head, so that would have been put in for and not allowed to turn like I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Boat pins and things like that I could explain a lot better, but these nails I'm not really sure about.
So these are all official Falmouth nails, eh? These are certified Falmouth nails in the planter period, maybe, and it'd be after the Acadians, Richard, right?
Oh,
what
yeah.
You think?
Yeah. There's dates on when they first started making cut nails as opposed to hand forged nails on an anvil out of a blacksmith forge. You know, that's all recorded, and that's how they could date the buildings now when they find the nails.
Yeah.
And some of the construction of the buildings you can date also. I'm definitely not an expert on dating buildings, but I know a fellow at the University of Moncton that is an expert on dating, especially Acadian type buildings.
Yeah. Well, that's cool.
Yeah.
Let's head down to Grand Prairie and see what we can find down there before the day's done.
Yeah.
So that's it. That's all we know about nails today.
Yeah.